So you've got the sun pulling on everything, right? The sun is just 93 million miles away, pulling on both bodies in perfect synchronicity. Nothing bad happens. It is so comfortable on this spinning, twirling, corkscrewing system that you could wake up on a Sunday, the birds are chirping, and there's no problem, right? They say they got these satellites up there spinning around the Earth, chasing the Earth, going around the Earth as the Earth is moving. The Earth is moving, right? The Earth is moving. And now you have these satellites, right? Which have to follow the same, they're going around the Earth like that, okay? And they have to go ahead of the Earth to orbit it, right? And all the while, the Earth is moving in this trajectory. It's like if you shot a bullet and you had another bullet orbiting that bullet would have to go ahead of the other bullet, slow down, and by the time it's slowed down, it's got to pick up again. So how are these satellites that are stuck between the Earth and the moon, which has a gravitational force to pull on the oceans of this bigger rock, how are those satellites not being plucked out of their orbit by the moon? Okay? Again, they played golf up there. They played so much golf they had to bring a golf cart. The course was so good. The environment up there was so pleasant that they could play golf and jump around and create all these impacts on their suits that any little tiny hole would have just, imagine you're under the ocean and a little hole comes into your submarine suit. You're done. But on the moon, no problem. Now, how do you get to the moon when you're doing all these motions? This has got a gravitational pull. This has got a gravitational pull. Meanwhile, they're spinning, circling. This is the Earth. This is the moon. They're both doing this to the sun, which is pulling them. How do you leave this moving object at ridiculous speed when it has enough gravitational force to hold everything that and to hold an entire environment to itself in a vacuum, in a void? Okay? How do you travel from, as soon as you leave, travel to this, which is going at the same ludicrous speed? Okay? Because as soon as you leave this thing is further. Both these objects are gone from the spot you left. Like this, the Earth is not a stationary object where you can just like pop out of the atmosphere, do willy-nilly stuff here, and then, Earth is right where I left it. The Earth is not where you left it. The Earth is way over here. You left it an hour. It's 66,000 miles away from where you left it. And so is the moon. As soon as you leave, it's like throwing a piece of bubble gum out of your car. As soon as you spit the bubble gum out, it's here. It's back here now. That bubble gum, even if it had a rocket on its back, 1,000 miles an hour, whatever, you're catching up to planetary objects. You're going to Mars and you're trying to broadcast radio signals to a moving object. Like, how powerful do you have to be to do that? It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any flippin' sense. It's complete malarkey. So you have to have a lot of religious faith in this heliocentric space rock model. If you really start looking into the details, it's ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not getting it. But the heliocentric model doesn't make a lick of sense to me. None of these motions make any sense. It's to me this is malarkey.